This movie tells a story about ex-lovers Willa and Bill who see each other for the first time in years when they both find themselves in transit at an airport overnight. First of all, Meg Ryan and David Duchovny's performance are decent. This movie proves to be interesting at first, thanks to the chemistry between both actors. Their first trading of quick-witted barbs is decent. There's even a decent bit of laughs to be had. Unfortunately, the movie overall leaves much to be desired. It soon becomes apparent that this movie is a two-hander, with the central pair having the only speaking roles. It feels really monotonous because it's using theatrical atmosphere where it does its best to muster all it can out of repeated jokes about the situations at the airport. It's not long before the airport setting becomes banal, and both actors can only do so much to make viewers forget that they are circling the same spots in the building over and over again. The direction is really flat. It lacks style, which hampers what could be an interesting premise. This two-hander movie takes place over the course of one long and emotional night that eventually becomes tiresome. It tries to do too much with too little, devolving into a sentimental misfire that not even both actors can hold up. The setup is rather problematic, as both characters are ultimately meant for each other, despite the fact that these characters are completely different. Relating to these two individuals becomes consequently impossible. The story becomes stale, as none of the musings about life, relationships, or parenthood are particularly revelatory. The script tries to introduce magic realism to tell the story. However, it simply doesn't work. The movie's heavy-handed magical realist elements counter the slightness of the material to deadly effect. The trappings of a fantasy are at jarring odds with the dialogue. The fantasy elements becomes more annoying than enlightening. Apart from the unseen airport announcer making proclamations that grow more personal as the night wears on, the extras playing fellow stranded passengers seem to just disappear. Sometimes, both characters do not feel like real people as well. The dialogue often feels scripted, as they speak in phony stylized dialogue that sounds like the product of a writer trying to be clever. Overall, this movie is a disappointment. We do not recommend this movie at all.